With the next Planet of the Apes film now officially on the way, speculation surrounding what the film could be about and where Noah's story could be going next has begun among fans. One theory in particular caught my attention recently, which speculates that the upcoming conflict between humans and apes could be a war for technology, and I'm here to give my thoughts. If you like what I do here and want to show your support, be sure to hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can stay up to date on all things apes. Enjoy the video. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Ape Nation, your #1 source for all things Planet of the Apes on YouTube. My name is Josh, and today I wanted to take a look at and share with you a new theory for the sequel to Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes that I recently came across. This is something that comes from Ben Simmons at Screen Rant, who theorizes that based on the ending of the last movie, the inevitable war between humans and apes that we will likely see play out over the next, if not next, 2 movies will be less about survival and Earth's dominance and more of a battle over technology. You can check out the full article down in the description below, but I wanted to read a little bit for you right here. While Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes brings the apes to the cusp of accessing advanced technology and weapons, May is able to adequately defend and resist the powerful Proximus Caesar and stop him from gaining control of these tools. After this, the movie shows May traveling to a community of humans who she gives a key which grants access to communication between the humans, giving the humans a serious advantage in the upcoming struggle for power and dominion over Earth. This is a considerable departure from the first 3 movies in the rebooted universe. Initially, these films explored the boom in intelligence for the apes and the rapid spread of disease among the humans. Over time, there was a power shift and the battle revolved around the humans and apes fighting for territory and resources. The future of the series, however, offers a power struggle fought with advanced weapons and potentially far more destructive and violent than ever before. As the apes attempt to salvage technology and resist the humans, while the humans now gain the upper hand with access to their most powerful and lethal weapons, the future appears to be a heavy cloud of war and destruction. With this new central plotting, it's possible for the Planet of the Apes franchise to move forward with higher stakes as a small group of humans and apes hold out hope for a unified, peaceful partnership between both species. However, with 300 years of history and oppression, it feels unlikely that the humans or apes will be so willing to give up their ground, and they will likely fight harder than ever before for their freedom and future. So the reason I wanted to talk about this article, and again, you can read the entire thing, it goes a bit in more depth and has a bit more to say about the entire theory on the article if you want to check it out down in the description. But I wanted to talk about this because I found it to be actually pretty interesting idea and something that I didn't think about, just the concept of where this actual war is going, what it's going to be fought over, and how much of apes and humans trying to get access to technology and learn about technology and control the technology, whether it be weapons or otherwise, is something that I didn't actually really consider when watching the ending of the movie. But after reading this and after it kind of marinating a bit for me, it makes a lot of sense. I think there's still a battle for dominance technically that you'll see at play with something like this, but more advanced and with humans now at an advantage, like the article says, with being able to communicate globally, which is something that really hadn't even crossed my mind up until this point. But now that I think about it, it's actually really fascinating and something that I think is going to be really exciting to see going forward in the next 2 movies, or if not at least the next movie. I think that communication also opens up the opportunity of finally getting to see apes and humans from other parts of the world. They were communicating with people in Indiana.
Hello? Is anyone there? Come on. Do you hear me?
Yes, hello? This is Fort Wayne, Indiana. We read you.
And that was just the start. Who knows who else they made contact with. So I'm going to be really interested in seeing that aspect of it, seeing where that leads on the human side of things, how far we actually are going to get with that, how far are we going to go out and explore that. And the same goes for the apes. Could that lead to meeting other apes from other parts of the world? I think it definitely could. But getting back to the actual concept of the war, what they're fighting over, technology, possible weapons, I think that being the center point, that being the focus of at least potentially the next movie, is something that could be a lot of fun. And I think it's something that could be really fascinating depending on how it's explored. And also something that I think could be fairly unexpected and take things in potentially really unique directions, again, depending on how it's executed.
We could even see a scenario where maybe the humans actually managed to gain the upper hand, at least temporarily, because of their history and access to knowledge of their ancestors' weaponry and technology and everything else that used to be used by humans to advance their species. We could also even start seeing the beginnings of the apes using more advanced guns, communication, technology, or maybe even transportation. Obviously, I'm not suggesting we'll suddenly see Noah and May driving around in a car in the next movie or anything like that, but I am just saying that the groundwork for apes eventually getting there could easily be laid here. And in a more fun sense, this could also provide us the opportunity just to see apes learning and expanding what's possible for them, which is something that I always thought was enjoyable to see throughout the Caesar trilogy, but now we could get even more of it.
And it would also continue to echo the themes and conflicts that we see in our own society, much like the original films did, and much like the Caesar trilogy did, and also much like Kingdom did with its attempt at using a character like Proximus Caesar.
Caesar was first elder. Now, I am Caesar!
And so I think this is something that could 100% lend to this idea, this version of a conflict that we could see. Again, this is just a theory. There's no actual basis in reality for this going to happen. No one from the movie has confirmed it. Wes Ball has not confirmed it. No one in the cast or in the writing team. This is just complete speculation, but it does make a lot of sense, and it is grounded in what we do know from the film that we already have. So it's not completely out of the realm of possibility that something like this happens, and this is the direction they go. And I say that because it just makes too much sense not to explore. I am open to whatever Wes and crew come up with, but I think a war over technology being the thing that can put whatever species on top or back on top in the case of humans, is something that would be very grounded in reality, similar to how the movies have been thus far. And I think it would be another way in which we take that grounding in reality and bring it into something that's completely full on science fiction like Planet of the Apes. So I think it would be a really great idea. I think it works a lot. I think it fits into the world they've created, and I personally would really love to see it, but I want to know what you guys have to say. Do you think this theory holds any weight? Do you think it's a direction that you would like to see the next few movies follow? For those who are hesitant about the upcoming human and ape war being a focal point of this trilogy, again, after already getting a human-ape conflict in the last 3 movies, is it something that, if this were the case and this is the direction they take, would that move the needle for you a bit? Would that make you be a little less skeptical? Would that make it a little more interesting for you? Or is it still too been there, done that? I want to know all you guys' thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you so much for checking out today's video here on Ape Nation. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you can stay up to date on all things apes. I'll catch you in the next one, so until then, goodbye.